Welcome everyone to another all hands meeting for FunctionX. This is our September meeting, and we've got a really information-packed program set out tonight. But I hope you'll all stay around because we have some guests joining us tonight from AutoFarm. And so I hope you'll all stick around to hear them introduce their project. So it's taken a while for most of the world to get back to a kind of normalcy post-pandemic, but those countries that have really been excited about holding events, and so we are attending many of those events. One of them that's going on right now is the UDC, the Upbit Developer Conference in Busan, Korea. And we've got some people there, and Judy's been sending us a lot of photographs and videos of what's going on there, and it looks really, really exciting. People are really excited to get back to these things. So, Andreas, are you with us?
Yes. So
okay, are we going to get more stuff from UDC?
Yes, of course. So there will be more pictures and video coming up later after the all hands meeting. And also, of course, tomorrow, because we are also going to be there tomorrow. And it's, as you said, very exciting to see people getting out after all what has happened and showing their interest also into FunctionX.
That's great. We always like that. We also have another event coming up on Monday, September 26th, at the Sky Bar Baru in Singapore. To kickstart the Token 2049 week. And I kind of hate to talk about this because the guest list is already filled up. Even the waiting list is already filled up. So those of you that haven't signed up yet, you can always, try to crash, I guess, but you didn't hear that from me. So I think that'll be a really great event. We look forward to getting lots of pictures with that. We're co-hosting that with the Litecoin Foundation, as well as the Blockchain Association Singapore. So we're looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Yeah, David, and we'll also attend the event. So yeah, stay tuned for the photos and videos.
Terrific. So Andreas, do you want to give us some updates on developments at FunctionX?
Yes, sure thing, David. So hi everyone. So let's see some updates on the development of FunctionX. So first of all, finally FX Wallet version 2.0 is live both on Apple and Android store. It's been like months of work and receiving your feedback to finalize the version. So version 2.0 comes with a new blockchain support which is Avalanche Chain. Also, you can store your NFTs and send or receive them and view them in a beautiful gallery way. And of course, there is the upgrade that you can upgrade your current native FX address into EVM compatible 0x address. So you can interact with any other EVM compatible network, such as Avalanche, Chain, BNB, Smart Chain, and Polygon with the same address. Also, we have the customization feature, so you can easily manage your assets. You can hide assets or hide any blockchain that you are not using at this moment. So it's pretty great to see all these improvement in FX Wallet. Also, the FX Core Gravity Bridge has been integrated with FX Bridge, which what it does, it will enable a chain agnostic unification. So of the same tokens to be bridged from different chains in your EVM compatible address. So one of the purpose of FunctionX is to allow different blockchains to communicate with each other and exchange assets, right? So FX Wallet makes this actually practically possible. And with the recent version though 2.0, it does not only connect blockchains. So we can now say that FX Wallet is like a house of blockchains. And this house is open to welcome everyone. So users now with the new FX App Center, they can browse in different and current available decentralized applications and interact and use them. So it's really turning into a blockchain wallet for everyone. And we want to ensure it will become the wallet that not only the experienced crypto users can use, but also new users who join this blockchain space. And of course, we are very thankful the feedback that we receive from our community, from you guys. So the tech team right now is also working for FX Wallet version 2.1, which will fix some current bugs and improve the user experience. Also, since for testnet, since the Koban testnet is being deprecated and will no longer receive protocol upgrades, we are now switching to Goerli testnet, and this occurred actually on September 7 for those who are using the testnet still. And now I'm passing the ball to Indra to give an update on current and future governance proposals on FX Core.
Yeah, thank you, Andreas. So, yeah, hello guys. So, it's a bit special today since Indra and Andreas, both of us are hosting this event. So, and it's also a busy month since if we check the proposals page on our Explorer, we have 2 proposals live currently live, and for example the proposal number 17 to change the quorum from 40% to 25% for the coin related proposals is live, and we haven't reached the 40% quorum yet. So please vote, guys, for the proposal, and we still need 5% to hit the quorum. And after this proposal pass, we will see more tokens to be integrated to the EVM, our EVM chain, quickly in only in 7 days. So yeah, it'll be good for the ecosystem. And also for the proposal number 18, it's just live today. So Loyal from Fox NFT Marketplace is here with us. So we had a discussion with Loyal regarding to the proposal, and thanks to the Loyal and the Fox team who are very supportive, and we are very excited to have this NFT Marketplace on our EVM chain. And if you guys check the FunctionX forum, we have 2 threads that are very active right now. The first one is a new proposal posted by Malcolm to reduce the voting period from 14 days to 7 days, and also reduce the deposit threshold from 10,000 to 3,000 FX. So we hope with these changes, developers and our community can be more active to add more proposals and build on the FX EVM chain. And for the second one is the airdrop. So our blockchain developers, Richard, just posted this airdrop threads yesterday. You guys can check the forum link, and we also will add this link to the meeting summary tomorrow. The objective of this proposal is to airdrop FX, a small amount of FX to all the users that have been loyal to our chain, and also the one that very active to use to bridge their tokens from other chains to FX. So you guys can check the details on the threads, and there are a few details regarding to this airdrop. And also we are launching the FX swap very soon, and there will also be airdrop for this FX swap. Yeah, I think for the development updates, we had already. So let's get to the next session with Auto Farm. So Luke, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Thank
so you. Luke and Augustine from our Auto Farm team is here. A bit of information regarding to the Auto Farm. Auto Farm is a one of the biggest yield farming protocol on multi chains, and I'm actually one of the users of AutoFarm. I used it back in 2021 on BNB chain. So yeah, it's very excited to have you guys here. So look, or Agustin, maybe you
Oh,
can intro a
yeah,
bit about yourself first.
yeah, I can intro myself and then Luke. I am the community manager for AutoFarm. Also, I help a little with marketing as well. I have been in the AutoFarm team almost from the start.
Oh,
AutoFarm is a yield aggregator that started on December 2020, and I joined it as a moderator first, and then as a community manager, and now doing a little more task in January of 2021. So it was 1 month after launch,
okay.
and since then I have been collaborating with AutoFarm and working crypto full time. Uh, Luke, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, let's do that. First of all, thank you for having us, and congratulations to the Fox Gaming team for having your proposal live. I'm Luke. I'm a business development manager for AutoFarm. Like Agustin, I've been around from the beginning at AutoFarm. I can say that we are both self-made within crypto because we both started off at AutoFarm just as being community managers, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, kind of worked our way up from there. And I think that's also the best way to go. If you have a passion for something, it's much easier to learn and to put a lot of effort in it. So I've been business development since February. Since then, yeah, it's actually my full-time job. And before that, in the real world, I was a data analyst, and that's also sometimes useful in AutoFarm. We are a quite small team. We like to keep it that way, and yeah, more about that later. That was my introduction.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, like, it's a very decentralized team in AutoFarm, right? And fun fact, my first transaction in AutoFarm was back in February 2021. Means that I'm actually quite early to know about AutoFarm.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
early.
Yeah, where's my
yeah,
special badge?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think we can start. Maybe you can tell us a bit about AutoFarm to our community. Maybe
Yes,
some of the
yeah,
people
sure.
here never heard about it before. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So AutoFarm is a yield aggregator, like you said, born on December 2020. And what we do basically is auto compound the yields that we get from extra rewards provided, especially from AMA,
Mm.
automatic market makers or DEX, and that provides reward for LP. We compound that reward into more LP. That's our main product, our vaults, and we have several strategies, but I would say that's the dominant at the time. Uh, we are currently supporting 19 chains. That was one of the features that most people like about us because,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe the strategy was simple, but the strategy was present in all the chains that were users were using. So that's why people, I think, keep coming back at us. Uh,
Yeah.
we started first on BNB chain, and since then we have been looking for another chains that have low transaction cost and they are fast. Uh, we didn't have no pre-farm, no pre-sale. It was all community bootstrap. And as you can tell, me and Luke also came from the community. So even the manpower came from the community as well. So yeah, we are pretty community based.
Mm.
Um, yeah, our bot is our main product, but we also have AutoSwap that is a DEX aggregator. Uh, it's not present in all the chains, but uh, we have some ideas for the future to implement it in all the chains we are present. But currently, I think it's only in four, at least the four majors. That was BNB, in AVAX, and Kronos, and in Polygon. This DEX aggregator basically looks at several DEX for liquidity and then aggregates them to maybe divide your trade against more than one liquidity pool, so you get less slippage and a better price when swapping, especially higher amounts. And yeah,
Okay.
we have been working with 40 plus DEXs and a lot of chains. So yeah, we are always looking for the next chains to collaborate, and our aim is to be present in all these chains where transactions are cheap and users are there.
Okay, yeah, it's a great information. I mean, for a project that life less than 2 years is like an amazing development progress since you guys have integrated to the 19 chains. And I also checked the TVL on DeFi Llama, and AutoFarm is actually the second biggest DeFi protocol. And yeah, so I was curious, like, how will AutoFarm benefit the integrated chain since you guys have support like 19 chains and it's keep growing?
I think that is mainly based on our auto-compounded yields, which are based on optimal intervals while pooling gas costs through battle-tested smart contract codes.
Okay.
And I think what's really nice about our project is that we are, yeah, everybody says it, but that we are really user focused. You can see that, for example, on the lowest fees we have on each chain for yield aggregators, which means on the other side we're not making a lot of money out of that. But yeah, I don't think a lot of the users care about our money, more about their money. So the low fees, I think that's a real nice point for users on chains on which we integrate. What Agustin said about AutoSwap, our DEX aggregator, because we are currently developing those contracts, yeah, we're always developing those contracts, but we're making huge changes, which means that it will the DEX aggregator AutoSwap will be implemented on all chains where we have faults for. So in the case of FunctionX, we will also have a DEX aggregator for FunctionX. And our DEX aggregator, we don't charge any fees at all on that.
Wow.
Of course, there's always the underlying fees for the particular DEXs. For example, if like Agustin said, the route goes through multiple DEXs. Let me give BNB chain as an example. It goes partly through PancakeSwap and partly through BuySwap. Those fees, of course, will be charged to users, but nothing more than if a user would swap through those protocols itself. And I think AutoFarm is always on a mission to onboard more users to our ecosystem. Of course, that works both ways. If we add a new chain, it gives more exposure to the chain as well, because our user base is currently in the 19 chains we now support. But if we add a new chain and we see that the APYs, for example, of those faults are actually quite good, that people switch or bridge their assets to chains to the new added chain as well. So yeah, I think it works both ways, and it could really be a win-win situation.
Okay, look, and Agustin, it's time for the main course. So when should our community expect your proposal on FunctionX?
A timeline is always difficult, especially because I'm a business development. Agustin is community manager, and we rather see it today than tomorrow, for example. But yes, as you know, there's always a team of developers who are like, yeah, let's calm down. We are also doing other things, and one of the biggest and most important thing we are developing now next to the auto swap thing I mentioned before,
Yeah.
is that we are building new strategies.
Oh.
That strategy will be based on the EIP 4626. It's a yield-bearing fault standard developed by Yearn developers. And with that standard, we will have much more flexibility into strategies, and others can build on top of us, stuff like that. Actually, too much to all explain now. But
Yeah.
that means that those strategies will have to be finished before we will be adding new chains. The developers gave us a timeline for that, which is approximately 4 to 6 weeks from now. And after that, and also during the last weeks, we will have an auditing firm auditing the code, because it is our core product. And yes, we want to have that code vetted and audited very good, obviously. And after that, we Agustin and I have a lot of space to add things to the backlog. So I would say, let's see, it's 22nd of September now. I would say somewhere mid Q4 would be
Okay.
a reasonable timeline. So yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it will be a great Christmas present for our community, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
and what I wanted to add is that before we will deploy on FunctionX, we will, as we discussed with you, also post a proposal on the forum. So that could be as soon as people see the Autofarm proposal on the FunctionX forum, they will know that it will be very soon for us integrating on FunctionX.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you, Luke and Agustin. So
thank you too.
I guess the information from you guys are very clear. So let us give a slot for our community to ask some questions if there's any question. But I think I can start first. So are you guys coming to Token 2049 in Singapore? Since I guess many people are coming here.
Not in Singapore. I will be probably visiting the 2049 in London, which is in November, and much more close to our FunctionX integration date. So maybe I will see some of your team there, but no, not in Singapore.
Okay, got it. So let us check the chat room if there is any question. Andres or David, do you have any question for Autofarm?
No, that was very clear. I mean, we're excited to have them join us. So it'll be great if they can get their proposal in as soon as possible, so we can have a governance vote on it. But I'm really looking forward to it. Okay,
there is a question from Jay-Z. So, what was the first chain that Autofarm integrated? I think Luke has answered this, right?
Yeah, the first chain was BNB chain, and that's where Autofarm started, and the token Auto is native from. But then I think we added Polygon, then we added AVAX, and so on. But yeah, first one was BNB chain.
Okay, and talking about tokens, I mean, for Auto tokens, we also can bridge it to the FX EVM, and it can be available on the PXChange. So yeah, it's very exciting for this integration. So I guess that's all from Autofarm team. So thank you for your time.
In the chat, how many pools would be available to start?
Well, that depends on how much FunctionX will bring us, and I don't mean in amounts of grant, but I mean in amount of pools. What we do is we calculate based on some metrics like TVL, APY, and stuff like that. Well, I think that was it. And then we check what is the different or what are the different DEXs we can integrate, and yeah, based on that we add pools. I think for I would say the average amount of faults we start off with in a chain will be between 8 and 20.
Okay.
But yeah, as said, that's dependent of the amount of DEXs and farms and pools on the specific chain.
Yeah. And also I have a question. Look, so is there any minimum TVL for the integration to new chain for AutoFarm?
No. It maybe sounds a bit cheesy, but the goal would be to, if there's not much TVL, the goal would be to grab the TVL together. You know,
Okay.
if the APY is good enough, people will definitely bridge and create more TVL. So no, TVL is not a minimum. There's no minimum for it.
Okay, got it. So, Andres, do you have anything to add?
No, not anything to add from my side, Indra.
I have something to add. If people have
Okay.
questions in a later stage, they can reach out to us through Twitter or Telegram. I will put links in the chat, and our ambassadors or me or Agustin will answer all your questions.
Okay.
We also hope that you'll join in the FunctionX forum discussions, because that's a really good place also for that kind of conversation to be and to be shared with the rest of our community.
All right, we will.
Great.
So thank you everyone for joining us today, and thank you Agustin and Luke from AutoFarm. It was a great discussion, and really looking forward for the Christmas present, the governance.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was a pleasure to be here as well.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. And also
Thank
thanks to Andreas and Indris for leading us tonight. Really nice to see our rising stars in the spotlight. So thank you.
Thank you. The pleasure is ours.
That wraps it up for us. So until next time, we'll see everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.